Okay, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to plug in your memory card. And then you are going to make sure you're on your Finder. So I just clicked on my desktop and it went to Finder. And we're going to do File, New Folder. And we're going to just click once in there. And then we can delete Untitled Folder. And we're going to call this Photography 1. And then you're going to double click on your memory card. And I'm going to check here first. And each of the folders has a number at the back. So it's like, here's the D60, here's the D3300, or D3100. So whatever camera you use, that's the folder you're going to want to check. So let's go to the D3300. And usually your pictures are down at the bottom. So you're going to scroll down to the bottom, and we are going to select the pictures that we took the other day in class. And I'm just scrolling through to see where they start. And they start right up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click, hold down on my mouse, and drag over all of the pictures. Now, let's say this picture you don't want. If you hold down the command, you can click and unselect it, just like that. Or if you hold down the command again, you can select it as well. You can also, if you hold down the shift and you drag over one, you can unselect that as well. So I'm going to just select that again. Now I'm just going to do Command C to copy. You could go up here and go edit and copy. And then we're going to go to our photography folder. And I'm just going to do Command V to paste them. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to eject the memory card. You can hit the eject button right here, but if you had already closed it out, you can then just click and drag it to the trash can, which then becomes the eject button. You could also right click on it and hit eject. You can only take the memory card out if you eject it, because if you just pull it out, a little screen will pop up here and say that you did not eject your memory card. Now, the reason for always ejecting it, if you just constantly keep pulling it out, sometimes the memory card's in use, and if you pull it out and it's in use, you're going to ruin whatever picture it's using. Okay? So you want to make sure that you are always ejecting. Then we're going to close this, and we're going to go back to our Finder, and we're going to go to Applications. And we are looking for Adobe Photoshop. So we're going to double click on that to open it up, and you're going to grab this one, okay? Not this one that looks like a folder, okay? So you double click on it. We're going to take this one. You're going to click, hold down on your mouse, and drag down to your dock. And mine's not going to work because I already have it, but it should, well, yeah, it actually did a little bit. So it spreads apart right there. And then once it spreads apart, then you can let it go, and it will then be on your dock. Okay. So then we'll open up Photoshop, and everybody's Photoshop is going to look a little bit different, but we're going to get them to look all the same. So the first thing we want to do, this is our toolbox over here. And we're going to hit these two little arrow buttons right here. So that way the tools will be 2 rows instead of 1. Then these are all of our palettes over here. So we're going to get all of our palettes to look the same. So if we don't need something, we could click on the word and drag it out, and then it shows that little X on the top. So we do not need swatches, so we're going to get rid of swatches. Then I'll hold on, and we'll click the X, and it'll disappear. So adjustments we're going to keep, so I'm going to just pull that out and leave that over here. Channels we do not need, so I'm going to click and drag that out and hit the X. We do not need this. And we need our history, layers, and adjustments. And so I'm going to click and see how it turns blue. When it turns blue, that means I can let go and it will fall inside here, and then it becomes little tabs if I click on them. Now, history, usually is not on Photoshop. So to get it, you can go to Window and then go to History, and it will pop up for you. So let's just say I didn't have it. So I'll take it out. And if I go to Window and I go down to History, it will pop up. And then I just have to take it, click on it, hold down on my mouse, and drag over here until it turns blue, and then let it go. So we're looking for layers, adjustments, history, and we're also looking for our toolbox to look this way. Please do that now.